Hey, hello friends. Welcome to my channel SAP SD and ABAP League Support. So one of our friend requested to publish video about SAP implementation project. So whenever you go for any SAP SD interviews, so or before screening, they will ask you that how many end-to-end implementation project that we have involved, and how many support project, and how many rollout project. Sometimes if we are lucky enough, then we'll placed into an implementation project. Okay, and we are lucky. Then if we are unlucky, then we won't get an offer in implementation project. We will be into support project for many years. For example, uh, I have in support project for 3 years, like this, right? So we will be into locked to one support project. We don't get an opportunity to work in implementation project. But still we can confidently speak about implementation project in interview. So if you are less than or equal to 3 years experience, then we can say that yes, I involved in implementation project, and as I am a junior consultant, I was doing some basic configuration relevant to SAP. Like for example, I can say that defining that sales organization, then assigning that sales organization to company code, right? Plant creation, plant setup, setting up the sales area, store location determination, shipping point determination, sales office assignment to sales org level. So this kind of basic customizing from SAP SD, and we can talk about in the interview if you are junior consultant. So basically, we will get a few kind of interview questions in case of implementation project. So, for example, in which tool that we have used to migrate the data to SAP? Suppose we are migrating one country's data, Singapore. Okay, Singapore. So the Singapore wants to use SAP now. Okay, so currently in our SAP system, we are doing the service for different countries in Europe region, US as well. Now Singapore also want to migrate to SAP, right? And Singapore was using ISP system. Okay, Singapore using ISP system. It's not a SAP domain, it's a different system actually altogether. Singapore using ISP system. Now we need to migrate all the data from ISP system to our SAP system. In implementation project, not only SAP SD team will work, finance team will be there, P2P team is there, MM will be there, okay, PPQM will be there. So many different teams will be involved based on the requirement of that country or client, right? And coming to the migration of the data. So if you receive this question in the interview, then we can simply answer it saying that there is separate team available to migrate all the data from other non-SAP system to SAP system. So we can simply say that other system, other country using Singapore country using the ISP system. Okay, it's non-SAP system. So migration team is available to export this data from their system to our SAP system. That is done by that activity will be taken care by migration team. Okay, so we can simply say this one. If you say you did it, means they will ask you more questions like what tool you have used and what errors you have received during migration of the time, and how many days it took for you to migrate. Like this continuously, so many questions follows when you say yes. Simply to cut this question is that migration team is there, they did it. Okay. This is the first question you might expect when you work in implementation project. Then they will ask you what kind of what's your role in implementation project. So you can say that whatever you did, whatever the changes that you did. So simply you can say about the basic configurations. If you are less than or equal to 3 years experience, as I said earlier, you can simply speak about okay 3 years. Then simply talk about basic configuration. More than 3 years means you can speak about third party setup, intercompany, right? And creating a new custom output type. Like this, you can explain about advanced topics like MTO also you can discuss STO, right? IPO. Like this advanced concept we can discuss in case of you have three more than 3 years. So if you are having 5 years experience, you are still saying that I did this means they doubt you. Okay, so we need to, as according to our experience, we should answer this question, the roles. Okay, so if you say this means again from this answer they will ask you one more question. So what's third party sales? What configuration you did? Something they will ask you, right? We should be ready to answer it. So whatever you know, wherever in which area you are very strong, those areas only you have to mention here. Okay, and they will ask you what is that tenure of the project. If it's small project, then 3 months, medium 6 months. So large project, large or high, big project. Okay, so let me put it as big then. So more than a year. So this way we should answer it. And in the implementation project, whether did we develop anything new? If yes, what you did the new things? Did we do any other changes apart from standard design? So most of the times client requirement will be fulfilled in the with the help of standard design, standard configurations, code, everything will be there to fulfill the requirement. Some point of times, if it's not fulfilled with standard design means we go for enhancement. If we say yes, then they will ask you what is that, what development that you did, which is not fulfilled in standard design. Okay, then we need to explain about that new development that has been carried out. For example, if you take any one of our enhancement videos, right? Take the easiest one and explain there. If I give now means in the order header level, we know the PO type field is there. The order header data. In the order data tab in header level, we have a field called PO type. BSA RK is the field name. Okay, if the field is not populated, if the field is empty, then system will throw the error message. This is one of the custom changes. So this we can't fulfill with standard design. This one thing. And business want to determine the different plant. We know that, right? Plant will be determined based on the priorities like CMIR, then customer master and material master. So apart from these three, If I want to go with different way, different route, like this sold to this ship to this region, then determine this plant. This sold to this ship to this sales are determine different one. Like this, we can explain. So in SAP SD enhancements playlist, you can get any enhancements that you think that is easy for you to understand. Keep that in your mind, and that as an enhancement you can explain in the for this question. Okay. And one more question that you might expect is that any routines developed in terms of pricing. So we have so many routines are available relevant to pricing, right? So requirement routine in pricing procedure level, alt calci type, alt base type, and in the access sequence level also routine is available, and scale for in that condition type controls v slash 06 also we have that routine is there. For scale routines also is there, right? So like this we have 4 to 5 routines are there. If you developed anything new, you can specify yes, and if you say yes means again they will ask you one more question: what why you developed, what's the requirement for this to develop. In our channel, check that SAP SD pricing enhancements, right? There I have discussed about requirement routine enhancement, alt calc, alt base. You can pick any new one, any easy one for you, then explain there also, right? So like this you might expect the questions. I can understand that everyone can't get an opportunity to work in a support project, implementation project, rollout project, but still, in order to clear the interviews, at least we should have the one implementation project in our profile resume. Even though you don't have any experience in the implementation project, simply you can mention that, and speak confidently about what you going to explain. Simple. That's very very simple. The confidence is important here. Whether you did it or didn't do it, no problem. If you say something confidently means that's fine. That's more than enough. Okay, fine friends. We'll catch up in the next video. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.